Hey Joe fans, I'm Joe82 here with an action figure review. This is something new for me. This is a custom figure of Law and Order that I made using parts from Marauders Gun Runners. If you're not familiar with them, they make parts and also fully geared up figures in 1/18th scale. Military, they have World War II figures. I reviewed the U.S. Marine Riflemen from their World War II line previously. This is Law and Order using parts that I found on their website. I didn't follow anyone else's recipe. I just went through and picked out stuff I thought might work. And I think it's looking okay. This is not exactly a vintage style. The helmet is white with some black parts in there, and it fits really well on this head. They have several heads. They have a bunch of heads that you can choose from. I picked this head. It looks most law-like to me, I guess. Obviously not an exact vintage style replica. The vest is a dark blue with some black in it. He's got black pants. I really wanted kind of a dark green, but I couldn't find a dark green pants with a red shirt. I wanted to keep that red shirt, so I might change that later if that option becomes available on their site. But I'm looking at this as a sort of Pursuit of Cobra kind of update for the character, and I think it works. Things could always use improvement, but for now I think he's looking pretty good. And they actually threw in this weapon that he came with, which is really cool. I don't know exactly what weapon it is, but he holds it very well. It fits in his hand. For the most part, from what I found with Marauders figures, they all hold their weapons pretty well. And this is a nicely sculpted gun, nice detail in the sculpt. As with other figures at this scale, I have trouble getting their vests to stay closed or to stay attached on the sides. I can get one side in there okay, but then the other side just kind of pops out. I don't know, maybe it's just me. From multiple companies, I have this issue with this scale accessory on figures. So I mean, you can't really tell unless you lift his arms up and look right at it, so it's not a huge deal. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head is on a ball joint, has a decent range of motion, I guess, not too much up and down. His shoulders can do a full 360. Joints are pretty tight on these. Comes up about so far. They do recommend you put these guys in some warm water when you first get them, just to make sure the joints don't break when you're first moving them around right out of the bag. 360 at the wrist, and then also another little joint there laterally side to side there on the palm, which is nice. He does not have any joints there in the chest. It's all one solid piece under that vest, so you're not missing any articulation there. He does have a joint there at the waist, which is pretty nice, pretty movable up and down, a little bit stiffer side to side. His legs are pretty stiff, come up about so far. And then he's got double jointed knees. Again, fairly stiff on these, which is better than too loose. You don't want loose joints on your figures, especially brand new ones. And then down here at the ankle, he does have an up and down joint there at the top of the shoe, and no rocker ankles, but it can turn side to side, and his pants prohibit a little bit of movement there. But overall, great articulation for this 1/18 scale figure. And you can't have Law without Order. That's right, Marauders Gun Runners have 1/18 scale articulated canine figures. This looks like a German Sheperd, and I think they did a great job on the sculpt on this. This blue vest was something that I picked out. They're multicolored vests that you can get. I mean, different colored vests you can get, and it fits very snugly on here. There are a couple holes here for additional items that you could get and plug in if you wanted. I just went kind of bare on this one, didn't add anything else. But I think it's looking really good. He's got articulated tail he can move up and down. All 4 legs have joints in there. You can move it at the hip, and then down here, I don't know if is that the knee. I don't know whether it was at the knee, the elbow. I don't know, but it's got a joint there, and then also the paws, and the paws themselves have rocker ankles, which is really cool. I was not expecting that for these, but it does work out well because his legs can get a little all over the place, and it's nice to be able to move the paws so he can stand level on whatever terrain he's walking on. They come up about so far, and you don't really need too much, for a dog. There's only so much movement a dog can do, but yeah, really nicely sculpted and nicely articulated here. Even the head can move side to side, and some up and down movement as well. His mouth can also open, revealing some teeth and a pink tongue in there. If he's hungry or he's barking, he can have his mouth open, which is really cool. And yeah, he's got pink brown ears, light brown and dark brown color scheme across his fur. Lots of great detail in the sculpt of the fur on this figure. I'm very pleased with how this guy turned out. And he comes with an alternate head. This is Angry Order. He's got his ears pulled back. He's snarling. His teeth are clenched, ready to attack Cobra forces trying to invade the pit. This looks really cool in my opinion. I think they really did a good job with offering this alternate head. This actually comes with the canine. If you're ordering any of their canine figures, it comes with an alternate angry head like this, which is really, really cool. You can't have Order just running around willy-nilly, so I went ahead and added a leash to my Order. This is a solid black leash that loops around his neck fairly securely, I would say. It's kind of on the long side, and it's a very malleable, soft plastic. It's not going to break, and it fits very well in the figure's hand, the Order figure. And there's also the figure comes with the canine figure comes with an alternate neck piece with a little plug that you can get a different style of leash if you want. That's my look at this custom Law & Order figure I got from Marauders Gun Runners. I'm going to put the recipe or the parts that I ordered from their site in the description in case you want to order any of these for yourself. Let me know if you guys tried Marauder Gun Runners. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.